Are you a creative person and you've been thinking about moving into tech but don't want to learn coding? Then this video is for you. I'm going to tell you about 5 jobs that are a great entry point for creatives to break into the tech industry. Welcome to Sprint Hard, Iterate Fast. We create content to help you shift into a tech career. If you haven't watched our video on why you should move into tech, we'll leave a link in the description for you to check that out. Let's jump in by exploring one of the most common pathways into tech, graphic design. When it comes to the tech industry, you might not immediately think of graphic design as a career option for you, but yes, graphic designers play a crucial role in shaping every single tech company and the product or service they offer. From branding and promotional material to websites, digital advertisements, and technical collateral, graphic designers make a huge impact in tech. Some tech companies require their graphic designers to have a basic knowledge of coding, but many won't. And besides, you'll pick up on many of the basics on the job. If this is a career you're interested in and you don't have a background in graphic design right now, here's some more information to help you understand if this is the right career option for you. All right, let me break it down for you. Being a graphic designer comes with some really important tasks. First, you have to read through design briefs and figure out what's required to bring the design to life. Then, you plan to work on different things and you have to make sure that they fit within the budget. Now, this is where the fun starts. You start thinking of cool ideas of how it should look and how it should be conveyed in the designs. You start to draw rough sketches and show them to others and start to get their opinions and their thoughts about what they think about the designs you've come up with. After that, you'll use computer programs and hand drawings to create logos and pictures and other designs. You choose colors and you put everything in place so it looks just right. Sound interesting so far? Well, there's more. You're not alone in this. You'll be working within a team of writers and creative directors to mix your designs with words to create a complete picture. Finally, you give your designs a test run on different devices in different places to make sure they work and they look well everywhere. It's like making sure your artwork shines no matter where it's seen. So being a graphic designer is like being a creative problem solver, making awesome stuff that everyone wants to see and catches their eye. So graphic designers must first read design instructions, figure out what's needed. They then need to make schedules for projects and set budgets. They need to imagine the visuals based on the requirements, draw rough drafts and show ideas, create designs, logos, and art using software or do it by hand. They need to pick the right colors and layouts for each design. They need to work with writers and creative directors to finish the designs. They need to check how the designs look in different places. They need to change any of the designs as needed. And then they need to make sure that the final designs look good and match the brand. There are 4 main qualities that a graphic designer needs to have in order to be successful. So, the first one is pretty obvious. Considering the nature of the job, you must be creative. You must be a person filled with creativity. Logos, websites, promotional material, everything comes from this creativity that's within the graphic designer. So, you're an artist, but the canvas is your computer screen. Secondly, problem solving. Designing new material aligned to company branding is not always easy. This is why problem solving is just as important as creativity. Graphic designers must be good at problem solving. Communication. It's crucial to be able to communicate your design ideas efficiently with team members and clients. You may be an excellent designer, but if you're unable to communicate your ideas with the rest of your team, it'll be difficult to be successful in this role. Strategy. Finally, as a graphic designer, you must be able to establish a strategy and execute. This means looking at the big picture, understanding the needs and desires the company is trying to achieve, and aligning your designs with it. This is the only way that your creations will have the impact that you're looking for. Some of the technical skills you need. Outside of the qualities that make a good graphic designer, there are lots of other technical skills that we also need to explore. These will vary from company to company, but the most common ones are use of Adobe InDesign, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, typography and typesetting, design principles, idea generation, and branding. You also may need to understand how to design for print. If you don't have these technical skills, there are many avenues where you can acquire them. We'll leave links in the description to popular training courses and boot camps that can help you get started. Lastly, when you start looking for a job as a graphic designer, having a portfolio to showcase your work is going to be super important. This means that as you're learning these new technical skills via a boot camp or a longer diploma, you need to actually be developing your portfolio alongside of the classes and instruction that you're getting. It's important to build yourself a portfolio. Use your best pieces. Make sure they're creative, that they show your style and your personality. This will make a huge difference when you're searching for your next job. Now, let's move on to another role that is not too far from the graphic designer, the user interface designer, or as we refer to it most commonly in tech, the UI designer or UI specialist. UI designers focus on making websites, apps, games, and devices on phones and watches look really nice and easy to understand. Their main job is to create beautiful and easy to use designs that people like to look at and use. They study how people move around in apps and games, making sure it's easy for them to go from one place to another. Let's experiment. I'll show you 2 websites. You decide which one you'd prefer to browse. Okay, here's website 1. Okay, did you catch it? All right, I'll show you again. And now here's website 2. Within just a few milliseconds of viewing website 1, you had already determined that this page was confusing and unlikely to be helpful. Well, as a UI designer, your job is to ensure that this doesn't happen. UI specialists gather information about what people want and then make designs that work well on devices like phones and computers. They try to close the gap as much as possible between what the business wants and what's going to keep the user engaged and on the platform. Being good at UI design is a skill that's in high demand. It's about making things on the screen look clear and work well and look nice. If you're into art or graphic design, being a UI specialist is another really good option for you. Now, let's talk a little bit more specifically about what you might be expected to do as a UI designer. In this role, you'll be working very closely with a product manager and a software engineering team to come up with product ideas and the plans to bring them to reality. From beginning to end, teamwork is required to make sure the visual details of the product are perfect. When there's a tricky problem to solve about how something should look or work, the UI designer steps in. They're like problem-solving wizards, taking complex challenges and turning them into simple user-friendly solutions. They create sketches and plans, like blueprints for a house, to show how different parts of the product will come together. These might include things like drawing out how a website or app will look, or how different buttons and menus will be organized. But it's not just about drawing pretty pictures. UI designers also need to be good communicators. They present their designs to their coworkers and even the senior leaders in the company. They explain why their designs make sense and how they'll benefit the users. This helps everyone understand the vision behind the product. To make sure everything they create is on point, UI designers talk with people who use the product. They gather feedback from users and apply it to make improvements. This way, the final product is designed to meet people's needs and preferences. UI designers also set up rules and guidelines for how things should look and work. This ensures a consistent and pleasing experience for users. It's kind of like setting up a playbook for the entire design team to follow. All these efforts come together to create a seamless, enjoyable user experience, making the product both eye-catching and user-friendly. So, to summarize, you'll collaborate with product management and engineering to develop creative solutions for the product's direction, appearance, and user experience. You'll also manage all aspects of the visual design from initial concepts to delivering final designs to the engineering team. You'll generate original ideas that simplify complex design challenges for users. You'll create wireframes, storyboards, user flows, process flows, and sitemaps to clearly communicate design and interaction concepts. You'll present and support designs and important project milestones to colleagues and higher-level stakeholders. You'll also collect user feedback and conduct user research. Finally, you'll establish and promote design guidelines and best practices and additional standards. I mean, I don't know about you, but this role is very exciting. Now, if you're wondering if this is for you, let me give you an idea of the qualities of a good UI designer that might help you figure it out. Like the graphic designer and every other job in this video, creativity is required to succeed as a UI designer. I'm just going to assume that if you're still watching this far, you're a creative person. Collaboration skills and communication. So as I mentioned before, the UI designer works very closely with the product manager, engineers, and also UX designers. Another cool role we'll discuss in another video. For this reason, you must have great collaboration and communication skills to succeed in this career. Being able to work in a group, bring your ideas to the table with confidence, and listen to other people's input are all very important. This is the only way to really come up with a very well-rounded product. Problem solving. I mean, I don't know about you, but in my life, things rarely go as planned. When you're working on a release of a tech product and things are not working as planned, you need to be quick on your feet and find solutions to fix the problems. A good problem solver is always a valuable asset on a team. Empathy. A great UI designer will be able to put themselves in the shoes of the users. After all, it doesn't matter if everyone in the company thinks the product and design is awesome. If it doesn't suit the needs and likes of the users, it will fail. The ability to empathize with the needs of the users is extremely valuable in this role. Attention to detail. To create the best possible visual experience, every single detail needs to be impeccable. As a UI designer, you must be good at the details. Now, onto the technical skills required. A good UI designer is a bit more technical, and you'll need to acquire some specific skills before transitioning into this career. Here are the most common technical skills needed, but don't be too overwhelmed. A bootcamp or design course will cover all of them. First, you must understand basic HTML and CSS coding. You may have to make a few minor website changes when testing new features or troubleshooting. Basic coding knowledge and skills help UI designers effectively collaborate with other team members. Front-end JavaScript and libraries such as React.js. Knowledge of UI design tools such as Sketch, InVision, Figma, and Adobe XD. Prototyping, wireframing, storyboards, user flows, process flows, and sitemaps. Knowledge of how to apply psychology principles to design. And finally, testing and debugging. Just like the graphic designer, the UI designer also needs to have a portfolio when on the hunt for the perfect role. Do yourself a favor. If you're considering this career transition and want to acquire all the skills needed, work on your professional portfolio on the side while training in order to be ready to look for your first opportunity as soon as possible. Product marketing. Now we're getting into a higher level role, which will require a background in marketing, the product marketer. This individual is responsible for understanding the product thoroughly, crafting a compelling story, and effectively communicating this narrative to internal teams, prospects, and customers. This role is an ideal fit for individuals with a marketing background and natural leadership skills. A product marketer has an important job in the success of a product. They start by understanding the users and buyers of the product, creating detailed profiles to connect better with their customers. They also look closely at the competition and learn about the environment that the product will be in. They work together with the marketing team to make materials that show off the product's best features. They're also responsible for providing the sales team with the knowledge and the tools needed to effectively showcase, sell, and demonstrate the product to potential customers. Working alongside the product management team, they establish clear goals and measurable metrics for the product launch, devising a comprehensive go-to-market strategy. To summarize, product marketers spend their time developing user and buyer personas, researching the market to learn the competitive environment, working with the marketing team to create materials that highlight the product's features and benefits, training the sales teams on articulating the product's benefits to prospects, developing the go-to-market strategy, and working with product management to define goals and metrics for the product launch. Skills and qualities required. To thrive as a successful product marketer, a broad set of skills and qualities are essential, facilitating the connection between products and customers while driving business growth. Here's a little summary of the most important skills. Customer-centric empathy. First off, At the very center of the role of product marketer is the customer and the product. But let's start with the customer. Understanding and valuing the needs, wants, and pain points of customers is crucial. In this role, you must become an advocate for the customer's voice and ensure their concerns are addressed. This requires a high level of empathy in order to advocate for customers and address their concerns effectively. Subject matter expertise. When it comes to the product itself, the product marketer acts as the go-to expert on the product within the marketing and sales teams. They need a solid understanding of the product, including its features, benefits, and how it solves customers' problems. Sometimes this requires becoming familiar with technical terms and industry knowledge to have a well-rounded understanding of the subject matter. Data analysis and strategy. In product marketing, data analysis and strategy skills are crucial. They help the product marketer understand the market and product performance. This analysis informs strategic positioning and promotion. Data-driven decisions guide strategies, messaging, and targeting for optimal impact. Communication skills. Now, since you need to be able to talk about the product clearly to the sales and marketing team, it is crucial for the product marketer to have strong communication skills. This involves being able to deliver information effectively, both spoken and written. It's essential to adapt your explanations for different groups, ensuring everyone grasps the product's essence. This goes beyond simply presenting facts. It's about showing how the product directly improves the customer's experience. It's about telling captivating stories that sparks enthusiasm and encourages everyone to get involved with the product. Natural leadership is required in order to be able to guide the team towards a shared objective and lead collaborative work within the company. The ability to work as a team. Effective collaboration across diverse teams from sales and marketing to product development and leadership. This teamwork ensures that everyone's efforts are in sync and united to achieve common goals. These are not the only skills needed. Creativity, the ability to prioritize, multitask, and high problem-solving skills are also highly valued qualities for this role. A successful product marketer harmonizes customer centricity, product expertise, effective communication, creativity, analytical prowess, teamwork, and leadership. This unique blend empowers them to shape the product's narrative, drive customer engagement, and successfully contribute to business growth and success. The fourth job I want to talk about is perfect for every creative person in the world with a love for marketing and writing. Copywriters are a part of marketing teams, and their job is to write text in order to drive sales. They come up with the text that you'll see in ads, in social media, and that you'll hear on podcasts. If you're a copywriter or a marketing professional with a natural writing ability and want to break into tech, perhaps you could bring both passions together by specializing in technology copywriting. The role of a copywriter includes a wide range of responsibilities, all related to creating captivating and impactful marketing materials using words. This involves crafting engaging copy that resonates with the audience and gives the content a distinctive voice. Collaboration plays a crucial role in the work of a copywriter. Close partnerships with talented individuals from various teams, including designers, PR experts, and other professionals, contribute to well-rounded and compelling marketing materials. Copywriters must conduct in-depth research to ensure that the content is created is informed, accurate, and resonates with the target audience. Refining and perfecting the copy requires meticulous editing and proofreading to ensure that the content is polished, error-free, and easily comprehensible. After putting in effort to create top-notch copy, it's essential to ensure that the content generates engagement. This involves integrating SEO principles that strategically incorporate relevant keywords into the text. This approach ensures that the content stands out on the internet, making it easily discoverable. Lastly, some copywriters will be in charge of enhancing the copy by sourcing complementary visuals, such as images and other content, adding an extra layer of appeal to the materials and enhancing the overall impact. In essence, the copywriter's mission is to shape words that not only effectively communicate the message, but also resonate with the audience on a meaningful level. Through a combination of creativity, collaboration, research, and optimization, the copywriter contributes to the success of marketing campaigns. Here's a quick summary. Write clear, attractive copy with a distinct voice. Interpret copywriting briefs to understand project requirements. Collaborate with designers, PR, and other professionals on large and small scale marketing projects. Conduct high quality research and interviews. Edit and proofread copy as needed. Use SEO principles to maximize the copy's reach. Source images and other content. Beyond the art of crafting words, a successful copywriter is a well-rounded professional who combines various skills. Let's explore the essential skills that allow a copywriter to excel in tech marketing. Firstly, knowledge of online content strategy and creation. A successful copywriter has a good grasp of how online content works. This includes understanding different digital platforms, tailoring content for specific audiences, and creating pieces that stand out in the digital world. Excellent writing, editing, and proofreading skills. Writing is at the heart of a copywriter's work, and being really good at it is crucial. Excellent writing skills combined with the ability to edit and carefully check for mistakes, ensure that the final content is polished, free from errors, and gets the intended message across effectively. Experience with search engine optimization. A copywriter's familiarity with SEO principles allows them to smartly include relevant keywords, making sure search engines can easily discover their content and in turn attract a broader online audience. Strong research skills. Good research forms the foundation of persuasive and trustworthy content. A successful copywriter looks into various subjects, gathers insights, and understands details to create knowledgeable and authoritative pieces. Collaboration. Copywriting often involves working within a team of professionals, including designers, marketers, and project managers. A copywriter's ability to collaborate results in a cohesive and well-integrated marketing campaign. Excellent time management and organizational skills. Meeting deadlines and handling multiple projects at once are key traits of a skilled copywriter. Exceptional time management and organizational skills ensure that projects are completed efficiently and to the highest standard of quality. In the ever-changing world of digital marketing, a successful copywriter embodies a versatile skill set. From creating impactful content to optimizing its reach, blending creativity with strategy, and collaborating effectively, these skills allow copywriters to thrive and make significant contributions to the success of a marketing campaign. The last job for creative people I want to talk about is a technology journalist or technology blogger. Let me be honest here for a second. This is one of the more challenging jobs to transfer to, but these jobs can be extremely fun and rewarding. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. It's a really cool job if you think about it, but the reason it's harder to get into is that it requires a certain level of technical knowledge and personality. For this reason, I believe this job requires persistence and consistency. We call tech journalists professionals who specialize in reporting on the latest tech innovations, new trends, gadgets, software, cybersecurity, and AI, and their impact on all of technology and society. They work in various media outlets, including newspapers, magazines, websites, TV, and radio. Tech journalists can write interviews, reviews, guides, company updates. Their primary responsibility is to provide accurate and well-researched information to the public about the latest developments in the tech industry. Tech journalists need to stay informed about the latest advancements, trends, and news in the technology sector. They often attend events, conferences, product launches to gather first-hand information. They conduct interviews with industry experts, thought leaders, and company representatives to gather insights and quotes for their articles or reports. Some tech journalists dig deeper into certain topics, investigating controversies, data breaches, cybersecurity threats, and other issues that impact the tech landscape. Tech journalists' goals are to inform and educate their audience about complex technical subjects in a clear and accessible way. It is important for every journalist to build an audience and to work on their engagement. This is very closely linked to the success of journalists, especially in the case of a freelancer. Depending on the format chosen for each piece, editing and reviewing will be required before publishing it. A tech blogger, on the other hand, often writes in a more informal and personal style. While some tech bloggers focus on in-depth analysis and research, others may provide more casual commentary on tech trends and products. Key aspects of a tech blogger's role include conducting research. Although research might be a little less intense for a blogger if we compare it to a journalist, it is still required to conduct a certain level of it. Bloggers are free to express their personal viewpoints and feelings, which can create a more relatable connection with their audience. Bloggers often engage directly with their audience through comments, social media, and other interactive platforms, fostering a sense of community. Just like journalists, bloggers will have to edit, review, and publish their work on various platforms. Bloggers may be a little more creative and subjective in their editing, as their work tends to be less formal. These two roles are both contributing significantly to the tech world by bringing their unique approach to delivering information and insights to their respective audiences. Both tech journalists and bloggers will need to be skilled writers who can convey complex technical information in a clear, concise, and engaging manner. Writing quality content is at the core of their work. Interpersonal skills. These are important for building relationships with sources, experts, and the audience. Confidence. Confidence in your research, writing, and communication abilities helps you to present your findings and opinions effectively. Knowledge and staying informed. Staying up to date with the latest tech trends, innovations, and news is super important. Tech evolves rapidly, and having a deep understanding of the subject matter ensures credibility. Curiosity. Being naturally curious allows tech journalists and bloggers to dig deeper into topics, ask the right questions, and uncover unique angles that captures readers' attention. Analytical skills. When researching, analyzing data, or evaluating new technologies, strong analytical skills are essential. Multimedia skills. Bloggers in particular might need to develop skills in creating various types of content, such as videos, podcasts, or infographics, SEO, and digital marketing. Bloggers often need to understand basic search engine optimization principles and digital marketing strategies to reach a wider audience and increase the visibility of their content. Networking. Building a network of industry contacts, experts, and fellow journalists and bloggers can provide valuable insights and opportunities for collaboration. So, how to get there? If you're aiming to enter the world of tech journalism, there are a few additional considerations. Tech journalists play a critical role in upholding journalistic ethics, which includes qualities like accuracy, impartiality, and responsible sourcing. These attributes are typically cultivated through education in journalism or communication or by gaining experience in the field. Because of these requirements, I recommend this transition primarily for individuals who have a journalism degree. However, if this doesn't align with your background, transitioning into a blogger role might be a more suitable path. Blogging is great because it's easy to get into. To succeed as a blogger, you'll need to familiarize yourself with digital platforms as well as basic tools like digital cameras, microphones, and editing software. The good news is that these skills can all be acquired through online resources. Attending webinars, meetups, and conferences related to technology can be very useful. At the end of the day, both options are very interesting and can lead to an amazing career as long as you're willing to put in the work required to establish yourself as a tech blogger or tech journalist. In tech, creative people with a love for innovation are finding their place. Coding might not be your thing, but that doesn't mean you can't thrive in tech. 5 amazing positions are waiting for those of you who are seeking to join your artistic skills with cutting-edge technology. From graphic designers who inject the digital spaces with their exceptional visual creativity, to UI specialists who ensure user-friendly interactions, these roles let creativity shine without coding constraints. Product marketers craft compelling narratives to drive product success, while copywriters use words to captivate customers and stakeholders. For those who love storytelling, becoming a tech journalist or blogger offers a chance to share tech insights with the world. While the journey might not always be straightforward, training programs, skills development, and persistent drive can pave the way to a fulfilling tech career. So, for the creative souls eager to dive into the world where imagination meets innovation, these non-coding tech roles stand as bridges to a future where your unique talents find the perfect tech canvas. Embrace the opportunities, learn, adapt, and let your creativity shape the tech world in ways you never thought possible.